Okay, we are here with Maria Tomazou and hello, the director of The Tornado Outside. And we're going to watch the trailer first for the movie. Well, how was The Tornado Outside born? Where did it came from?
So this film was also made at the National Film and Television School, and the idea was born of a mini existential crisis I had. Of everything is random, everything is like a big tornado with no control, and I feel like animation is such a very control environment for me, that everything is frame, like every frame is an artwork, and you can control every frame. So when I realized that, you know, life is not like that, life is not an animation film, everything is very random and you can't really control your life that much. So I had panic, and I was like, I need to make a film about this. And yeah, so I made a film about it.
I'm happy that you did, and it's something that can be really felt in the movie, this distinction between order and chaos, and how sometimes you need to go into the chaos and eventually you find even a more joyous order in it, and joy in the chaos. It's something that really beautifully the movie tells. And the process of animation that you mentioned, that it's very controlled and you can make it exactly as you want to. Can you tell us more about the process in this movie specifically?
So most of the things in this movie were flying in the air, and because it's stop motion, it needs like a lot of rigs and a lot, something that will support the characters and the puppets, and all of the props are flying in the air. So there was a lot of rigs, which is like, let's say, like sticks that go into the characters, and then moving that, and then removing that with VFX and frame by frame. Which takes a lot of time. So most of the things were also shoot in front of a blue screen, and then I tried to animate, and me and my animation assistants tried to animate all of the sections to create some depth, and then the VFX artists like put everything together, composited it and all together. I hope it makes sense.
Well, I don't understand animation, the process of animation so well, but it sounds complicated to achieve this effect that everything is flying and turning. Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah,
fun to make.
And you mentioned chaos and order and details and everything. Was there something that you didn't expect that happened during the process of this movie, something that ended up in the movie that you didn't expect to be there?
Oh, that's very interesting. I mean, starting it, I really didn't know that, like, this would be the movie. I don't know. Don't know if, but also everything was planned bit by bit. So it's a very strange thing, because everything was planned. Everything was planned, but there's no specific thing that I was like, oh, that's completely by accident. But I I can't point out, I'm sorry.
You stay a mystery.
Yeah. But a lot of things were chaotic,
Yeah.
of course, because like we needed to show randomness. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you did a fantastic job. Do we have any questions from the audience? Yeah, you can go to the microphone.
Hi.
Hello.
First of all, I really enjoyed the film. I got the lesson that, as you said, life is not controllable, but she eventually decided to fit in with the happiness. That was fantastic. Anyway, the question is a pretty simple question. I just want to ask, how long did it take to make all those sets and props? Because it looks a lot.
Yep. I had a fantastic production designer, Gili. She was amazing. And she had a whole team of volunteers that helped her make these props. Most of the props were made like recyclable materials. I was just always, oh, here's a cardboard box, here's a this, and I was always like, have a pile of stuff that they could use. So they were quickly making things. And I asked also, like, especially for the things outside in the tornado bit, it needs to be rubbish, right? It needs to be stuff that was made very quickly. So it took a year to make from beginning to end, from idea to color. And the production design was part throughout, to be honest, from the beginning. Even my production designer had the idea of this peaceful moment, because when I described the story to her, she was like, it needs a break from this chaos. We need order. And then I was like, okay, we need to find a visual order. And then she created this amazing tornado, peaceful shape. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the end of our Q&A session.
Thank you.